going on, guys? My name is DJ Milez and I'm here to review another episode of Attack on Titan. This is episode 4 or episode 63, titled One Hand to Another, and a few quick announcements. First of all, I am deathly ill, so if I don't sound as enthusiastic, then I apologize. My voice is shot. And another quick announcement, and a major one, is that Attack on Titan episode 5 will be postponed until January 10th. So next week we will not have an episode, most likely due to the New Year's, but we will be back 2 weeks from now. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this episode, because man, I am really loving these kids. I am loving these kids so much, and seeing them have a huge smile to their faces while Gabi is eating pizza and while Falco is eating a sandwich, and all these other kids just really having that pure innocence on what it is to be a child. It really just stings that much further knowing in the future our hearts are essentially going to be shattered, because where do these kids fall in the war of the big boys, right? Versus the Marleys, versus the Eldians. We even see Eren, or should I say Kruger, using Falco to his benefit into having him send his own letters to his own family to let him know that he is safe and that he will be returning home soon. I wonder what that entails. But Falco's innocence is so pure, and I like how in this episode you see him talking to Kruger saying, hey man, I took your advice. You got to keep moving forward despite the odds, and because of that I beat Gabi in a race. And did I already mention earlier saying how much I love these kids? Sophia and Udo was raising Falco's hand after he beat Gabi in a race. I thought that was so hilarious, because they're like, yeah, listen, Gabi has helped in the war, and Gabi has been pretty much poised to become the next Armored Titan, but the fact that Gabi lost one race to Falco, I don't know why, for whatever reason, it looks like she just lost the whole competition, because even that one guy letting them in the internment camp, they're like, whoa, you beat Gabi in a race, you might as well become the next Armored Titan, my man. And then when Gabi's like, Falco, why are you doing this? And this is why you gotta give it up for Falco. I don't care who you are. For any teenager to confess his love to his girl, to his potential waifu in front of her face, oh my god, come on. We gotta give a huge round of applause to Falco, because I don't know any guys at that age that confesses their love to their potential love interest just like that. And when Gabi was so dense into figuring out, wait, if you're doing this for me, then why did you beat me in a race? This doesn't make sense. It's like, wow, how clueless is Gabi? Does Gabi remind you of someone else who's clueless when someone else was confessing their love to them? I'm gonna let you guys marinate on that one for a second, but there's two more instances with the children I want to bring up, and that's when there were waiters at this party at the Tybur gathering, right, with all these other nations. And what I noticed is that even if these kids are going to be poised to be the next warriors, a lot of these people looking at these kids' armband are like, oh, you're still disgusting. No wonder the food doesn't taste good. It's because of you Eldian people, serving it to me. Gross, right? And we have that moment where that one lady has that wine spilled on her, and Udo, how many of you guys were scared that Udo maybe could have kicked the can early? I mean, that was a very frightening moment where Udo's like, ooh, I know what's about to happen. And this woman, who's an Easterner from the Tybur family, said, hey, I'm gonna protect you, because who knows what they would have done if, I reported you, right? So very interesting stuff to note, because I feel like that might come back full circle. So Tybur, Easterners, okay. But overall, I just want to say these kids are just great characters, and I can totally understand why it would be frustrating to see that we've been starting all of season 4 with Reiner, someone we've hated for the longest time, and now we don't hate. Well, I can't speak for all of us, but I certainly don't hate him. And then we're getting this introduction of these kids instead of knowing what's happening with Mikasa and Eren and the rest of the gang back in Paradise Island, right? But they're doing such an amazing groundwork and foundation into showing us what is going to happen to these Eldian people. I mean, it's pretty frightening. And let's go ahead and continue what was happening in that party gathering, where Willy from the Tybur family was telling everyone, look, I know all of you hate us Eldian people, and I am in fact an Eldian as well, but I'm going to reveal to you all what is going to happen to these people in a big theater performance next week, and something is telling me that they are going to wipe out these Eldians somehow. And why the Tybur family wanted to get involved now, it's maybe because they know the Marley people are losing their grip on the Titan stronghold, right? And how the other nations view them. But for anime onlys, what do you think that theater performance is going to show? I don't think it's going to say, I don't think it's really going to showcase anything with the Eldian people walking out of this alive. Personally, now I'm kind of rooting for Zeke to accomplish this Paradise Island operation, because I think these Eldian people are going to be wiped out, and I'm really scared. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. Anyway, speaking of Willy, we find out when he was talking to Commander Magath that the Warhammer Titan is among one of those people in that family room. But do you think it's Willy? I feel like it's too obvious to say it is Willy being the Warhammer Titan. I'm going to assume it's one of the kids, because Willy is from a direct descendant from the Eldians, right? So I feel like he's better off just being alive for as long as he can. But okay, confirmed but not confirmed, the Warhammer Titan. We now know who the Warhammer Titan is. My bet is on Grandma. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's Grandma, okay? But jokes aside, the conversation Willy was having with Magath, we knew that the Tybur family had some hold or some negotiation with the Marley people, but we didn't know that, or excuse me, I should say that I didn't know that the Tybur family pretty much gave the Marley people all the power in the world, and to make up for, you know, them being the spawn of the devils, that they just let the Marley people do whatever they want with the rest of the Eldians in the internment camps and all that stuff. So, but again, why Wiley and the rest of the Tybur family want to get involved now in this war, who the hell knows? And I'm sure we'll find out in the weeks to come. Now let's go ahead and jump into a conversation that Kruger, aka Eren, had with a physician named Jaeger, and this is something I need help with. I feel like it's very obvious what happened in that conversation, but I'm still not putting two and two together. And considering I thought that Annie was Kenny's daughter last week, then I'm going to let you guys handle this for me. But Eren was having a conversation with Physician Jaeger, and Physician Jaeger was saying, I let my son and my daughter go beyond the walls way back in the past, and I have lived a life full of regrets because of it. And then he started going insane, and then that's of course when that conversation ended. So who is this Physician Jaeger? Is this Zeke's grandfather? Is this or is there something else I'm just not missing here? So please let me know in the comments down below. And of course, how does the episode end? It's when Falco, pure innocent Falco, is like, hey Reiner, come on, I want you to go meet someone. He takes Reiner all the way downstairs to the basement, and Reiner of course looks dumbfounded because the person he's looking at is Eren, and Eren is like, Reiner, it's been 4 long years, my friend, and now we're gonna go talk. And now of course they have to end it on that cliffhanger, because that is one hell of a cliffhanger. And immediately I gotta ask you guys, what do you think Eren and Reiner are going to be talking about 4 years after the incident from the last season? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Again, we won't be having Attack on Titan for at least 2 weeks from now, so don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. My name is DJ Milez, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.